Hey, Pace fam, listen. I'm here because when billionaires collide and what that means for us. Hey, hey, y'all, let's talk for a real minute, okay? You saw that bill pass in Congress, 51 to 50, that big, beautiful bill. It went through fast, and a lot of us folks feel like we couldn't do nothing about it. But the truth is, we if we came together, we could have slowed it down, taken a little closer look at maybe found a happy medium. I mean, that's the power of unity. But we got to we got to use it. Now, uh, let's get to Elon and Trump, okay? I mean, that's like water and oil, right? I mean, they're both big. They both got big ideas, um, but they can't. But they're not on the same level. Elon, I'm believing that he thought he could, run the government like a company. Like when he bought Twitter and fired everybody. But the government it don't work like that. It's it, it's just not about profit and loss. It's about people's lives. Trump's on the Trump on the other hand, he he got his own way. He pushed that bill, cut taxes, and called it the greatest ever. But Elon called it out and said it was ugly. I'm not sure what his, you know, what what his point is. I looked at a couple of things on there, and there's some things I didn't agree with. But and it it would have blown up, and it would have blow up the deficit. I have to understand they're saying that this bill over time could increase to what is it, 3.8 trillion. Um, but I mean, you got to understand still, even with the deficit, um, and what United States still pays their bill on time with the securities and the bonds that they have that these other countries are possessing. I think China probably owns 2%, but it's nothing that's can shut us down. Okay, I just understand that part of it. I don't want to go on to that, but the next thing you know, um, with Donald Trump, they're at each other's throat on social media, trading insults like kids on the playground. But what matters for us, babes, look, all these bills, all these fights, they always hit folks at the bottom the hardest. Black, white, Latino, Asian, whatever race you want to identify, but for of what they put you on their game board pieces, like chess pieces to identify you. If you're living paycheck to paycheck and day to day, and you're part of that 50% that doesn't have a retirement plan, then we're all in the same boat. Now, Elon, look, if you're listening, I just want to recall somewhere. I remember there was an article that came out when with you and Bill Gates, or you guys are talking or tweeting with one another. But all I know is that something you quoted, you would give $6 billion to fight hunger if somebody had a real plan. Of course, you wanted to inject into it, but I got a plan. I don't. I don't want you to run it. I don't want anybody else to run it. I have a team. I have the communities that is looking up. But I'm asking you, um, when you put your money where your mouth is, help real people, not just the next get rich quick scheme. At the end of the day, man, babe, we can't all be millionaires. Okay? It's just is we can't all be millionaires. I just want everybody to know. But I see that everybody is going in and and building their own shops, uh, selling their own products, starting their own social media uh, posts, all these things. But you got to understand that everybody starts selling the same products. The big stores, they they understand why they could close down and become fulfillment centers like Amazon, Walmart's, Targets, all these big franchise stores, because they've already established their wealth in that area. So they're smart. It's like, why do we? They just took a smart approach about it, and I don't want to go on a tangent. I want to stay on focus. But like I said, I still want to say we can't all be millionaires, but we can all have a fair shot. We can all have a voice if we stand together, and that's what I wanted to say. So look, just let me know what y'all think in the comments. Stay real, stay united. Look, join my global billion people march, okay? And I just want to let you know what it really means. It's like, all I'm asking you to do, you don't have to leave a comment. Just leave a like, a thumbs up like that you believe in united, and a thumbs down, yes, is that um, um, you want to pursue your individual prosperities. Okay. Um, and there's no wrong answer. But the problem is that everybody, we still have to know um, how, what are we going to do? We need to build, we need to build this the unity. We need to make our community strong. And what I mean by community strong, I discussed that earlier. Okay. In my conversation. And I really want everybody to understand what the goal is. I mean, you got to understand, if you fall into the 50% of people, like I said, that don't have a retirement. I mean, really, an actual retirement. There's a difference. Okay. The voice that I'm trying to get is that it's a community voice. I want to say, like, you get an attorney and he's representing you in a class action suit. This is how we could go in and slow things down. There was just something in there in that bill that stood out, and it had Medicaid in there. And I have a brother right now that is fighting cancer on Medicaid. And I'm going, wait a minute, what does that mean? Wait, you, you know, uh, does that mean that his treatment will be stopped? See, these are the things that I'm looking at, and this is what I'm saying um, uh, to Elon. Are you in? Um, let's see who can make the bigger movie. Okay, that for our future. Look, right now, look, 100 days, babe. Look, tag Elon, share this, and let's see if he's really about it. This is my 100 day challenge, and what I'm trying to say, I could do just as much within that 100 day. This is a community proposal. Just help me pull communities together. If you can support the channel, I have the shirts. Just support the channel just by hitting that like button with the thumbs up, and hitting that like button with the thumbs down. Leave your comments. Tell me where you're at on it. Tell me what your input is on this here great beautiful bill. Not all of it is bad. Um, I'm still looking at it. But it's just that Medicaid stood out. Whatever Trump is doing, babies, we can do it too. And that's what I want to let everybody, and understand and know. Hey, please listen. Um, Stay safe out there and handle biz and have fun. And hope to see you on there casting your voice, thumbs up or a thumbs down. Um, Hit the subscribe button or not. Just hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, yes, thumbs up, yes, thumbs down. They're the same. But I just want to see how we can come together. Guys, stay safe out there. And I love you, babies.